Hello, second lesson for this week. I've checked my timetable. There are 2 lessons this week. This one's, we've moved on from Lagos in Nigeria. We've moved away. I'll do some feedback and wrap it up with a video maybe at the end of the week just to say what you've been doing and what, once I've got it in on Friday, I'll give you some feedback on what you've been up to and what we've learned. But you know what we've learned, don't you, so far, that Lagos in Nigeria and West Africa on the coast of the Gulf of Guinea on the Atlantic Ocean is a regional powerhouse. It's globally important because of the huge size of it and the growth of the economy and how it's swelling in terms of people coming from all over Africa to live there and to be successful. There are opportunities there in terms of social, economic, environmental, but there are challenges as well: social, economic, environmental. These are really key terms. You need to use social, economic, and environmental and know them, positives, negatives. So you can do those balanced questions that you've been working on already this week, hopefully, with the first lesson. Okay, so this one, we are looking at, just move that down there. We're looking at the UK. We're moving to the UK and we'll eventually wind our way back to Bristol. But can you write on the slides for this one? So there's no extra document. You don't have to do anything extra. There's a few tasks, some annotations building up to a longer question. So the first what we want you to look at is population density and distribution in the UK. Density is how much there is of something in a space. Okay, so if you're very dense or high degree of density, there's lots of people in one place. So like a city like Bristol or London or Birmingham or something like that. If you're sparsely populated, the opposite, low density, you're spread out. So like North Devon. Though North Devon has high dense populated places like Barnstable, Ilfracombe, Braunton, Bideford, and it has sparse populated places like Exmoor or middle of nowhere, rural areas. And distribution is a word that just means where is it? Where are the people in the UK? So this, you should be able to say, is where people live in the UK, and what we want you to do is explain why. Human causes why people live where they live, and physical causes. Think about it. If you've ever played a game like Settlers or Sims or Civilization or something like that, then you know that when you start your settlement, you've got to be close to water because you need access to fresh water and food. You need flat land because it's easy to build on. You need some kind of trading links to grow your civilization. Those are all key things. And actually, most of the world, as we've looked previously, and most of the UK, main population centres are near or on the coast. There are some exceptions, and they're on rivers or on railways or canals or on roads. It's that link to transport and other things means that some settlements grow more successfully than others. And that's what we're looking at today. There's a good video here, Andrew Marr. I'm not going to watch this with you, but you can watch this. Really good, a history of urbanisation in Britain. And you can see how it changes and how transport has such a massive impact, railways arriving and things like that. But as you're aware, the UK is not evenly distributed in terms of population. Now, the UK is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It is not the Republic of Ireland. We're not really looking at the Republic of Ireland. That's a separate country from us. We're looking at the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. And if you look at this map here, you can see, I'll come on to that in a second, but you can see that you've got London down here where most of the people, biggest city, most people in the UK live. You've got other population centres like Bristol, Cardiff, up to the Midlands and Birmingham, Liverpool, Leeds, Manchester, up to Newcastle. You've got Edinburgh and Glasgow. You've got Belfast. Okay, these are the major population centres. And what is interesting is that sort of middle part of the country there, that sort of middle bit there is the most densely populated, and that's where our major transport infrastructure works. You come into London and out to the rest of the country, and these bigger cities, London, second city is Birmingham, and then third, fourth, fifth, all up here. So not evenly distributed, but we've got some nice data here. We've got north, south, east, west. We've got the countries, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. We've got some places that we can correlate. If we use your planner, the Atlas in your planner or Atlas Online, you can correlate. There's a map here with some place names. There's Birmingham. We've got that. We can match those together. We've got like Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, York, up to Newcastle. We've got all these places and we can use this information. Where's it low? Northern Scotland, Scottish borders, low population, mid Wales. Where's it high? London, Cardiff, capital of Wales. You've got this Glasgow, Edinburgh corridor. You've got Belfast there, you've got Dublin there. What is going on in these places? Name them, locate them, say what's going on. First thing you need to do, you should be able to type on this slide and do that. Then, could you describe this population distribution? Could you use some of that data? What's the trend? We talked about the trend when the majority of people are in the UK. We talked about data you can use up here. We talked about any anomalies. Anyway, maybe got Belfast out there, but then that looks pretty consistent. This bit here in the middle of Scotland, that's interesting. And if you can figure out why that's there, then that would be interesting. And then you've got this northeasterly little anomaly. And then so maybe little anomalies down here along the coast, particularly these port cities. Anyway, I'll go at those. Some reasons why. So we've got some reasons here listed. You can use these reasons on the following slide. Okay, so you can think about these. Environmental reasons, we've got rivers, so transport links and fresh water access. We've got relief, so where's flat land, where's highland, where's it more difficult to build on? If you're building a house, it's difficult to build a house on a slope, isn't it? So, you want flat land, so maybe that has an impact as well. Temperature, okay, so average temperatures for growing crops, really important, and winter temperatures, so where it's milder, so you can survive longer as well, you can have a look at that. And rainfall, you need rainfall to grow crops, okay, and that sort of thing. So they're all elements that you might want to use and think about.